Greetings, fam. So I entitled today's video Farewell and Thank You because I am very, very ill. That's why I haven't been making videos. I have been diagnosed with endometrial cancer. Some of you may recall a few months back I was telling you about the fibroids. And so they did a biopsy. I finally had to go into the hospital because I couldn't take it any longer. And so they did a biopsy and they found out that I had the endometrial cancer. And as a result, I have been getting treatments. I actually have been going to this great place. It's a hospital near me. It's the NYU Langone Cancer Center. And so they started me with the radiation treatments. And I've been on that for the last 3 weeks. Every single day I had to go and get the treatments. And I don't know if you can tell, but I've lost quite a bit of weight. I have absolutely no appetite. And what they tell me is that now they want to starting on the 31st, because the treatments are completed, they want to start me with the chemotherapy. So this is my after visit summary, and it tells you, tells me anyway, all the things in terms of my care instructions for the after radiation. And I'm showing you guys all of this because so many times over the years when I've shared my personal problems with you, um, you have, not all of you, but a lot of you have accused me of hustling and just lying. And that has never been the case. There have been cases where I didn't have all the information that I needed to corroborate. I hope that's the right word. Someone will correct me. My story, and so I didn't have the evidence of different things, and as a result, a lot of you questioned me. So I want to say a couple of things in this video. So now that's one thing. My treatment phase. So I'm still going through it, but I have found out that also I have the cancer has spread. So in cases like that where it has spread, it has now become more difficult to treat. What they are hoping is that because the chemo is very invasive and it goes throughout the whole body when they give it to you, that it will clear up all the other instances of the disease. And so that's why I haven't been making videos, because I haven't been up to it. I've been very, very, very tired. I've been in a lot of pain. I'm in pain every single day. I'm on pain meds. And so, this makes it difficult because I don't want to be sitting up here and be in the middle of making a video and next thing you know, I'm out. Because that's pretty much it. I sleep a lot. I think between me and the cat, I don't know who sleeps more. So I wanted to say some more things to you in this video. In one of my videos, someone questioned, well, how could you have been in that place when you said you were in entertainment for all these years? Well, I was, but understand this: nothing is consistent in life. I have worked in entertainment. I was in it for over 25 years, but there were spaces in between, times in between, when I didn't work in the industry because I had to do other things to make money, because the industry is only good based on your last hit or your last big show. And I was a manager for most of those years. So if my artists weren't making money, neither was I. So I had to do other things. Also, there was a period of time when I went to prison. And when I came out, I had nothing and no one. And so those were years that were very lean, and I had to depend on other things in order to survive. So I just want you guys to know that, I have never, ever lied to you. When I do my videos and I talk about things and I talk about this industry and these things, this is because I believe God spared me in order for me to be able to talk about these things and to be able to share with people the um, the pitfalls of chasing the wrong thing. And the worst thing that you can do in this lifetime is chase the dollar bill. You don't want to chase money. The chasing of money is what leads to a lot of people's downfalls, not the accumulation of it, not the desire for it, but when you put it above everything else and it becomes your goal in life, then it becomes a bad thing. It's just like anything else that we find ourselves addicted to. Once the addiction sets in, it becomes a bad thing, not a good thing. So my purpose in sharing all these videos, and I'm saying farewell because there is a great likelihood that I will pass away shortly. Because once cancer has spread, then it pretty much takes over, and the end result is usually death. And so I'm my videos will still be up here. They'll be up here for you to see. You'll be able to watch them and to refer back to them. I just won't be here. So that's one of the purposes of me doing this video, is because it's my legacy. This is what I do. This is what I've done. Oh, and regarding health, um, I don't know how many of you out there have Health First insurance, but it is absolutely the worst insurance ever. Newsflash. Don't get Health First. I have to copay for everything. I had to copay for my radiation treatments. And that's ridiculous. You would think with a terminal disease that these insurance companies would be merciful, but they're not. I can tell you years ago, I'll tell you a true story. Years ago, I was with another insurance company. I forget who it was. Um, but I was taking psych meds. And yeah, okay, so well, you know, been there, done that, a lot of you, but you won't admit it. But I admit it. I when I came out of prison, I was on psych meds, and so the insurance company one day decided to stop paying for my psych meds. So I went down there in person, and I told the representative, I said, my psych meds are the only thing that's keeping me from coming in here and blowing you all away. And needless to say, they restored the coverage, but it's a terrible thing because I was actually half joking, but I kept a straight face. But she didn't know I was joking, and she said when I said that to her, she said, will you excuse me a moment? And I was like, yes. And she got up and she went somewhere and she spoke to someone. And the next thing I knew, she came back and she said, we're going to continue your coverage. Oh dear. I'm not proud of it, but it just goes to show you they're so full of it. They could have just kept my coverage going. But instead they decided to pull that little move. So I decided to pull one of my little moves. And I want to say something else too in regards to me being sick. I have no loyalty to this world. I'm in this world, but I'm not of this world. And those of us who walk in the light, we know that, because when you truly are in the light and you've been given the light, and you can see, you can truly, truly see life for what it is, you realize that this is not our world. This is not the world for the Christian. We're here by the grace of God because we were born into the world and we were permitted to live and thrive and survive and grow up. And so we do what we need to do to navigate through this lifetime. But there is so much in this life and in this world that is not for the Christian that we should not fear. Only the wicked and the sinners should fear death. Truly God believing souls should not fear dying and death. Because I, for one, I can't wait to meet Jesus. Facts. So, I'm saying to you guys, look through what I'm telling you through a different perspective. Um, yes, illness comes. Yes, we die. But it's not a time for sadness, especially where there's pain. If you have ever truly been in pain and then you are delivered from the pain, it is such a blessing and a relief to be pain free. So those of us who pass on in this lifetime who have lived through excruciating pain, it's a blessing because there's no more pain. There's no pain in the kingdom. Um, Fam, I'm going to ask you to continue to pray for me because this is what we do. And I love you for that because prayer can change things. But again, let me be clear. I have no loyalty to this world. I love you guys. I love you guys who have supported me all the years. I love you guys who continue to support me. I even love you who don't love me back. So don't think that I don't appreciate you. I do, and I will go to my grave appreciating everything this life has given me, and including the love of you, the subscribers and the people who just check in. But I can't stay here for you. When the Father calls me home, I have to answer that call just like everyone else. So this is not a time, to be sad. It's not a time to, I don't even like obituaries, frankly, because I feel like praise the people while they're living. Don't don't wait until they're gone to talk about what a great person they were if you didn't tell them when they were alive, because they can't hear you now. So those of you who love me back, let me know. I want to hear it. I love hearing that I am loved. Everyone has this need. This is why babies cry and they need to be nurtured because love is everything. And so I want to say that to you also in the commencing of your activities, whatever it is that you do in your life, always keep love first because that is everything. And I'm seeking to go somewhere with this, but I actually I'm not sure where to go with it in terms of uh, just you understanding that this is now, but things can and do change as well. So it is a great possibility that the cancer will go in remission. Like I said, I don't start the chemotherapy. I don't know if I told you this. I don't start that until the 31st. I don't know why they're waiting so long, but I guess that's when they could fit me in. Do you know cancer is a very, very widespread disease? Um, Many people suffer from cancer, and it's also big, big business. And this makes me think that there's more to this disease than we know. I believe it's a man made created disease. Dr. Sebe, God rest his soul, had even put out some cures, holistic cures for cancer. And I believe this is one of the reasons they killed him because, people don't want that money train to stop. They jump on these various money trains and they want to ride it to the end. And so when someone comes along and they're like, stop, stop, everyone get off, then the people are no longer happy because they want to remain uh, part of this moneymaker. And between the cancer drugs and the treatments, and like I said, they even have me paying a copay for my radiation treatment. So it's all about business. And so the same way that AIDS, I believe that's a manufactured disease, and that there are cures for it that they're not going to let us know because it's a moneymaker. There's big money in AIDS. And so I want to say that, I'm saying all that to say that the same way that I got it, I can also um, lose it. I don't necessarily have to die from this. There are people who go into remission for many years where the disease just goes away and they don't have to contend with it anymore. And then there are the others, like I said, who suffer and who die from it. So what I'm saying to you is that it doesn't have to be the end, but I wanted to do this video in case it is. I guess that's where I was trying to go with this. That just in case you don't hear from me anymore, it is because I have gone on to greater things and to higher things, and I am with my Lord. Kathleen Battle and Jesse Norman, they did and the best work I thought they ever did was this gospel album that they collaborated on together, where they sang gospel songs. And one of the songs that they sang, and I'm only going to do a little piece of it because I'm not really, my voice is not up to par, but it was called Good News. So this is indeed good news. I've got a home up in that kingdom, ain't that good news? I've got a home up in that kingdom, ain't that good news? Said I'm gonna lay down this world, shoulder up on my cross, bring it home to Jesus, ain't that good news? Okay, fam. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to close in prayer. Father God, I thank you so much for my subscribers, for the people who have supported me all these years. Lord, I thank you for my life, for the life that I've had, for the things that I was able to do in this lifetime, for the fruit that I bore in this lifetime. Um, Thank you for the friendships, Lord, that I've had in this lifetime. Um, I am just so grateful, Lord. I'm grateful for everything. And even until my dying breath, Lord, I bless you and I praise you in the mighty name of Yeshua HaMashiach. Amen. Thank you, fam.